This is a collective reading. However, there's something interesting about this reading. This reading is to tell people that beauty is not gonna be anymore a depreciating asset. Now, women are going to rise up, womanhood is going to rise up, women power is going to rise up, feminine energy is going to rise up, and feminine energy is going to take the lead, play the lead role. And the masculine, the healed masculine, of course, is going to be supportive, extremely supportive. They're going to be the ones who support their female leaders. So, I wanted to club this one with makeup stuff. I got this box in the mail. I really like the colors, but I have to try it to see how it looks on me. And then I got a white eyeliner because I really like what people do with white eyeliners, especially when they fill this part. Contrary to popular belief, we are not in dark age anymore. Divine feminine energy is going to take its position, the position that was, well, it's due. She's the one who's supposed to take it. Before we get into anything, let's just understand how it works. So we have the 4 ages, and you can see where the dark age is. And if you look at this map, you will realize that dark age is over and we are in the age of ascension. Now, somebody asked me an intelligent question. Why is everybody saying that Kali Yuga is still going to go on? As per Sanatan. Sanatan is never wrong, actually, the calculations, because this Yuga cycle chart also comes from Sanatan. Very correctly, it says that till the time we don't have Satyug, which is the golden age, all other ages will always have some or the other influence of the dark age. So now that we understand that we are in the age of ascension and this is the time when divine feminine rises to heal the planet, to nurture the planet, to bring the planet out of all the damages it has gone through. It's not like the patriarchs did not take care of things. They did whatever they could do best. So for all this while, people have been sharing this narrative, or this narrative has been programmed into the DNA of children who grow up into becoming men and women, that women's beauty is a depreciating asset, while men can remain young even if they're not young, or they can do whatever they want till whatever age. So with this collective reading, I come here to tell you guys that this is going to change completely. Women are going to reverse the roles, and it doesn't mean that men are not gonna be youthful or attractive. It's going to be like a complete thing, but it's going to be women who are going to take the lead into this. Women are going to show to the world that they can be happy, attractive, beautiful, and they can find love at any age whatsoever and with whatever situation they have. And it's not going to happen to every single woman out there, but the bold ones are going to take that step, and then it becomes normal because everybody starts adopting those things that were earlier taboo or unbelievable. When I was very young, I intuitively knew that lifespan of human beings is going to increase by the time we grow up. Like by the time we reach adulthood, or we reach a little bit more of adulthood, then lifespan of people is going to change. And I remember telling my mother once, not once actually, quite a few times I said that to her, that Mom, when you grow old, we're going to have lots and lots of things like plastic surgery, like facelift. And imagine that time we didn't have the word facelift, no one was using it. Plastic surgery, yes, it was something which was being heard of, and being one of those kids, the sensitive ones or the psychics, you always get in contact with information naturally, you get the downloads. So I would tell my mother that you don't have to worry about youth or beauty, because you'll have lots and lots of options to remain young. Although you also need to have a mindset for that, because I see a lot of women who don't have that mindset, so they don't attract that type of frequency. But when it becomes like a common thing, when they see like everybody's getting a facelift, or everybody's becoming young these days, or everybody's like looking amazing, then not only it becomes a normal thing, but with time you don't even need any surgical procedures or injections. Like for example, there was a time when certain diseases were very prevalent, and this was in dark age, and there was no cure for it. People used to die from those diseases, and then some cure was created, some kind of vaccination was created, and it was given to people as a preventive cure or as even treatment. And then those diseases vanished. People don't have those diseases anymore, and there's no need for getting vaccinated because it got completely removed from that programming pattern. Like from the templates, it got completely removed. Similarly, certain things are going to become so normal that after a point in time, the age span would increase, the lifespan would increase. Naturally, people would think that, okay, I am not going to grow old at this age. So nowadays, people start telling you you're getting old even when you're in your late 20s or 30s. Especially in the Eastern world, it's like quite commonly heard. Now I'm going to be using something matching, so let's go for green, although I've already done this one before. So as I said, it's all about frequency. What frequency are you operating from? That creates possibilities in your life. For example, people go through all this botching stuff. You've seen a lot of videos on how people get botched and how people get bad Botox, or people get bad lip fillers done, or people just have a nightmare. First they think that they're gonna get certain procedure done, and after the procedure they start repenting and regretting even more. That happens because in many cases the sacral chakra is blocked. Now I have personally never gone through any procedures ever, and if you look at all my old videos also, this is exactly how all of my facial features are. But I've put on weight, I've lost weight, I've gained weight, I've lost weight, so that can also change sometimes how you look. However, what gives you good opportunities or good things, like even you do skincare at home, you can do so many great things at home just by using certain products that are available in market, or by having good knowledge of what herb should you use for what procedure. I mean, it can do magic to your skin. You don't even need to get procedures done. You don't need to go to anybody if you know what to use for your skin. And in India, and even now in West, we have vast knowledge of this. I personally use certain things which are probably less than $1, but how did they reach to me? They reached to me because I was in a certain frequency, because I was doing a certain type of inner work. When you do certain type of inner work, you get solutions. God sends you solutions to solve your problems. If you have read epics like Mahabharata and Ramayana, you will find out that people had really long lives back then. So it's not possible to have such a long life, living for 500 years, 600 years, even 1000 years. Lord Sri Ram lived for 1400 years and never grew old. It's not possible for people to have such long lifespans and to grow old when they are in their 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, or even 70s. I'm sure back then people were young and youthful and really strong till probably whenever, like if they're living 500 years, maybe for 400 years they are all young and youthful. I'm not sure if I did my eyes correctly, but I tried without any help from anyone. So yeah, I am done with almost everything. The only thing left now is the lipstick and probably a little bit of blush on and getting my hairstyle done. Pull up your socks and be you. Don't be scared to be yourself. Don't be scared to project you. And you can work with me. You can get into age reversal therapy with me and work one-on-one. And other than that, there's this really cool therapy called the negative memory release. We also have karmic release therapy, even narcissistic abuse release therapy. All these have so much to offer to people. The idea is to learn how to forgive, not have ego. So you forgive, don't have ego, which means you go through ego death, and you always remember that everything is being done by source. People in your life are just mediums, and you need to respond accordingly. Like today only, I had to talk to two different people. For one person, for one of them, it's a bad idea to call them on the phone. You have to speak to them face to face. And for the other person, it's a bad idea, especially in the context and situation I was in, it's a bad idea to meet them in person and talk to them face to face. So how do we get this discernment? We get this discernment when we heal our wounds, when we take care of ourselves energetically, we take care of ourselves emotionally, then it starts reflecting on who we are. You cannot be perfect all the time, but you can be simple. And simple people are organically and naturally happy because they know how to surrender. So on this lovely note, I'm going to remind you once again to keep doing your solar plexus work. Solar plexus chakra, chant the Ram mantra as much as you can on a daily basis. Sit still every day, my dear friends. If you're a woman, you are here to be a rock star. And meditation is going to give you so much. And especially if you work on your solar plexus while sitting still every day. It's going to make your life so much better, peaceful, magical. And it's all about being confident in your skin. We need confidence every day. And remembering source the right way brings confidence to our lives. And all the things that I talk about chakras, this is real deal education. And this actually works. It's not like things that you spend years and years learning, but in practical reality it doesn't help. It's literally, you start whenever you get to know about it. So, see you in the next one. One love, peace out, and victory to Ram.